Hey guys, it's BenjaminAhn, and today we're doing 3rd grade worksheet lesson 4. So let's just jump straight into it. This first section is finding the sum. So we know that if it's sum, it means we're adding. So we're going to do some, if we look through here, we're going to be doing some 3-digit addition. So let's just jump straight into number 1. So don't forget that when it comes to adding, we're adding like this, then like this, and then like this. So let's take a look at this first question here. First, we want to do 7 plus 1. 7 plus 1, we all know by now, is 8. So we can write 8 on that one. Then, we'll do 9 plus 4. So, let's do 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4, if we go 9 and then add 4, 10, 11, 12, 13. If it's 13, we can't just write 13 here. No, what we're going to do is carry the 1. So, if it's 13, we get the last digit, write it down here, and we carry the 1. Carry the 1 right over here. And now, what you're doing here is basically 3 plus 1, which is 4. So the answer to 347 plus 91 is 483. Very simple. All you have to do is to remember to make sure that you carry the 1 every time you're doing one of these. Let's take a look at number 3 here. Number 3 has decimal points, but we'll take a look at those once we find the answer. So, first, we're doing this side. 5 plus 0 is 5. Then we're doing this side. 8 plus 3 is 11. So, we're getting the last digit, and we're carrying the 1 over. Then, 5 plus 1 is 11, so we write 11. So the answer isn't 1,115 because we have the decimal places right here. So we have 2 digits after the decimal, so we go 1, 2, and add the decimal. So the answer is 11.15. We could take a look at one more. Let's take a look at number 5 here because number 5 doesn't have any bringing the 1 over, so it's very simple. 6 plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 2 is 5, and then 8 plus 2 is 10. So the answer is 1,057. In the next section, it's write plus or minus to complete the number sentence. So basically what we have to do here is find out which symbol, addition or subtraction, fits the blank. So let's take a look at number 1 here. We have 69 plus or minus 31 is equal to 38. So something really easy you could do is just kind of look at it through common sense. If it's 69, blank 31 equals 38. 69 plus 31 can't be lower than 69. So here we could automatically tell it's going to be minus. Now we could do the same thing for something like 2. In number 2, we see 5,712 blank 31 equals 5,743. Now, if we look at the last digits, 43 and 12, you can't get from 12 to 43 by subtracting, which means this must be adding. So you can kind of use common sense to kind of do these. But a tricky one that I found was actually number 5. So what do you really do in this situation? Well, I don't really know what this is because there's like, doesn't make sense, so I'm gonna assume that's a typo, but it's 329 blank 87 equals 222 plus 20. So what you're gonna do is add the right side first, which gives you 242. Then you do the math. 329 blank 7 equals blank, and we know that you can't get from 329 to 242 by adding, so it must be subtracting. And this, I don't know what this is. Let's take a look at the next page. Use rounding to estimate the sum. So what is rounding? Rounding, like we've mentioned earlier in previous lessons, if it's 0 to 4, you're going to round down. And if it's 5 and above, you're going to round up. And this is from 0 to 10, by the way. So let's do a quick one. So use rounding to estimate the sum. what you're going to do here is get both numbers and you're going to round them to the nearest hundreds, meaning you're rounding it to the nearest this. So if we're rounding it to this digit, then the digit you have to look at is actually the digit behind it. So let's take a look at 206. 206. The second digit is 0, and if it's 0 to 4, we round down. So this would just be 200. And then let's take a look at 668. If it's 5 and above, we round up. So this would be 700. And if we do 200 plus 700, then we can get our answer of about 900. So it's basically you just round on the first digit. Let's take a look at one like number 6. So we're going to do the same thing here. In the first number, the digit we're focusing on is the 7. And in the second number, the digit we're focusing on is the 8. So let's take a look here. 4,709. 7 is above 5, so we round up, which makes it 5,000. And 8 is also greater than 5, so 980 goes to 1,000. Now, why does it jump to 1,000? Because after 9, there's no number, so the only number is 10, so we write the 10 like that. Then we do 5,000 plus 1,000, so this answer is about 6,000. Very simple, really easy. Just make sure you round in the first place. And now let's do some of our word problems. So let's take a look at number 1. A library has 413 books. It receives a donation of 41 more books. How many books does the library have now? So as I emphasized it while reading the question, but when we look at the word more, it means adding. So we're going to add. So we know the symbol is going to be adding. And now it's just simple math. 413 plus 41. 1 plus 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 4 is 5. And 4 plus 0 is 4. So the answer is 454. Let's take a look at number 3 here. A truck was carrying 718 boxes. After delivering some boxes, 415 boxes were left on the truck. How many boxes were delivered? So first, let's take a look at our old method. If it's 789, you can't add to get to 415, which means the symbol must be subtraction. Now let's take a look at we have to find this blank. So how do you find a blank like that? The question is 789 minus blank equals 415. So the way you could do this is actually just by flip-flopping these around. So then in this situation, you do 789 minus 415 equals that number. So let's do this. So 9 minus 5 is 4. 8 minus 1 is 7, and 7 minus 4 is 3. So we get 374, which means in this section right here, the answer would be 374. We could take a look at one more here. A store had 564 toys left in stock. They sold 273 toys during a sale. How many toys are left in stock? Emphasis on sold. Once again, if it's sold, it's usually subtraction. So we could draw the minus sign, and once again, simple math. 564 minus 237. You bring the 1 over, so that becomes 14 minus 7, which is 7. Then you remove a 1 here and make it 5. 5 minus 3 is 2, and then 5 minus 2 is 3. So the answer is 327. So I hope you guys learned a lot through this lesson. Make sure that you guys understand how to round and the method that we learned on how to find whether an equation is addition and subtraction. Thank you for listening.